And now, back in the day, you know, before they have all of the consoles they had today, the order to play a real fighting game, you would have to go to the arcade. And when I'm talking about arcade, I'm talking way before there was such established as, you know, David Buster in the main event. And one of the games that most people used to play is the Street Fighter game. But due to it always stacked up lines so long, it turned me on to this other game that I probably never would find. This game is no other than but my favorite fighting game of all time. Alrighty then, now just hold for it. Here it comes, check it out. Yes, boys and girls, it's no other than the King of Fighter. It's something about the King of Fighter just set itself apart from Street Fighter. And now this video is about the pros and cons of the last 3 King of Fighter across the last 3 consoles. King of Fighter 13 that came out on the Xbox 360. The best thing about this game is no other than the story. The story is something that you will see on an anime such as Bleach. This is truly a great story. Check it out. Now, even if you didn't like Bleach or never seen Bleach, if you watch Naruto, this story will hold you down. And that's the best thing about this game is the story. I truly enjoy the story more than the fighting game itself. The fighting game itself lacks some key items. More about that in a minute. When I first jumped in to play King of Fighter 13, you know, I was getting very frustrated because I was thinking maybe my skills depended that much. I was really struggling with the game. So when I first started playing it, You know, I played it for a little bit, then I put the game away because I was getting so irritated with myself in the game. But anyone that knows Mr. Showdown 99, I don't go away that easy. I will be back for more. Because in my mind, if you can do it, I can do it. In the second go around, I realized a lot about the game. It wasn't me that were really struggling, it was the game. It was I guess the mechanic of the game. And you might ask, Mr. Showdown, what you mean by the mechanic of the game? One thing about the AI in this game, it constantly spams its special move over and over again. So it's really hard and you got to get your timing down just to get a hit in. That's one thing I had to learn about this game. And now, even though the game spammed its power move over and over again, but the story is truly amazing. But I decided, okay, if the game gonna play like that, I'm gonna play the same way. Stay one in the era and just keep spamming the same move over and over again. And actually, because of that, I beat the game. But in this game, you gotta be aggressive and not too passive. Now, the pro in this game is no other than, you probably know by now, is the story. And another pro in this game is all the available characters that you can play. But the con in this game, the AI is overdressed, not too smart. It spams the power move over and over again. They kind of take away from the gameplay. And I can see a lot of people getting frustrated with this game. But story-wise, you want to see the whole story, you got to play the game yourself. That's all for King of Fighters 13, guys. And now, King of Fighters 14, it improved on a lot of things. And one other thing might be mostly noticed is that this is no longer a 2D game. It jumped from 2D to 3D. And anyone know me, I've been waiting for that for a while. I truly like the 3D upgrade. The game is now its own point. Even though the 3D upgrade is very nice, but one thing about this game is truly lacking. The story. The story is like, who cares? So I will be putting very limited, clips of the story in this video because I wouldn't want to waste your time or my time editing a video about a story I really care nothing about. And now moving forward, let's talk about some gameplay. And now this feels more like a fighting game, not ducking and dodging special moves. The AI, is just right and not over aggressive, and it doesn't spam its power move over and over again like King of Fighter 13. That got old very quick. And now, like the King of Fighter tradition, you got a ton of characters to choose from. And now that is truly awesome. But my issue with this game is when you go to story mode, I would like to be able to choose my own character. But in this game, it choose your own character. When you pick a certain group, you got 3 characters that you can play from that group. I wanted to be able to mix and match my character as I please. And now that was the same annoying issue that I had with the King of Fighter 13. And due to that little issue, it felt like, oh man, here we go, King of Fighter 13 all over again. But once I got over them 2 little issues, I truly enjoyed this game. This game is an amazing game. Please don't miss out on the King of Fighter 14. And now when it comes to boss, this sub boss, I truly enjoy fighting this sub boss. I love his moveset. This was an amazing fight. To me, I wish they could have made him to the main boss and just amp him up a little bit. That would have been magnificent. Now the way this boss entered the game was magnificent. And that's about the best thing about this boss. He did look cool. I like the way he looked. But I thought this was a fighting game. But when it comes to this boss, if you do a lot of damage to him, he becomes not the king of fighter. He can become the blocking king. He will block everything and you can do little to no damage to this boss. But the only thing I can tell you about that, hit him with everything you got until you bend a knee. Now the gameplay with this game was awesome. Story, not really great. Boss, unrememberable. But that's all I gotta say about this. Let's move on to the next game.
親愛なるファイターの諸君、前大会の主催者アントノフに代わり The King of Fighters を開催する。諸君らの参加を心待ちにしている。以上、アナスタシア。
Tongue's final disciple is here to dish out justice. Catch hands with the phantom that resides within. Shumei.
怪我する前に逃げてくれよ。
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived. We are here at no other than King of Fighter 15. In this game, I am playing on the Xbox Series S. This game is just beautiful. I love it. The high definition of this game look off the chain. Out of all 3 of the games, this game to me, it just seems more complete. And you might ask yourself, what do I mean by complete? This game fixed what the other 2 games fell short. So that's why I stated this game feels more like the complete game. One thing about this game I truly like, in the story mode, you can mix and match your character. That to me is one of the main gripes that I had about the other 2 games. In order for them to fix that, I'm pretty sure a lot of other people were pleased with that. And fighting mechanics in this game are fantastic. One thing about King of Fighter 14, I have a hard time pulling off its moveset. But this game, it flows like water. I truly love it. Back in the day when I used to play King of Fighter at the arcade, I didn't do my special moveset until I'm ready to finish one off. I just did just enough just to beat the character or whoever I was playing against at the arcade. But even though the moveset and the special moves, you can pull them off pretty easily, But a lot of time in this game, I did get interrupted, and I interrupt other characters. That's one thing I truly like, because once you do a special move, it was like it's all over with.
Her body is surrounded by a holy veil, a shaman who can hear the cries of the earth. Dolores.
これもまた運命の導き。
But in some game, once a character pull out his special move set, it's like game over, man, game over. But the thing with this, you know, a lot of time I had a chance to pull it out, but I was interrupted. But when I finally got it out and see the full effect of my special move, man, I was on top of the world.
Hey, come on! It's time to get serious! This legendary wolf is gonna show you the ropes! Terry Bogard. Hey, get ready!
And now, back in the day when I used to play Fatal Fury and, you know, the art of fighting, I never thought in a many years that it was involved into the King of Fighters, to a series that I would truly love. And I also own almost every copy or every, I guess, different version of this game. That's how much I love the King of Fighters. And you might know, as I stated in the past, I love the game so much that I actually bought me a Neo Geo cabinet just so I can play these games. Now, enough of reminiscing about the past, but this game right here, King of Fighters 15, as I stated earlier, it got a lot of things right. I truly love, you know, the character, and I love that you got a ton of characters you can play from. I love you can mix and match the character and the story mode as you please. Another thing that I like about this game, I like the boss. The boss fight in here is amazing. It's better than the other boss fight from King of Fighters 14. But to me, King of Fighters 13 still got the best looking boss. That's just my opinion. And now going up against Terry Bogard and Andy Bogard and Joe, before you get to the main boss, that is nostalgia!
力が流れ込んで止まらない制御でき力が
Now, even though King of Fighters 13 was the best looking boss of this series, but to me, this is the truly complete boss fight. I love everything about this boss. And you may just have to take in consideration that I love anime that made me lean more toward the other boss being the better. And now for this boss in King of Fighters 15 to have a second form, that is just another plus for this game. I truly like these type of bosses. If anybody watch this channel long enough, you know I'm a big fan of the Dark Souls series. And for this boss to transform for a second time, this was just amazing. I'm just loving it. Add more icing on the cake. This game right here check a lot of boxes what a fighting game should be. This game right here is one of my favorite fighting games of all time. And now this game truly made me happy and only imagine what King of Fighters 16 can bring to the table. After playing all three of the King of Fighters 13, 14, and 15, it's for no doubt and definitely King of Fighters 15 is the better game of all three. It had more checks in the Pro box than it did con. The only con that I would give this game, that it did not have the better story, I would give that to King of Fighter 13. And now King of Fighter 14 get points for being the first 3D game. But King of Fighter 15 take the cake. It got more check than any of the games. And now, thank y'all for coming by and checking out my new video. That more content coming soon. And now, if you like this video, smash that like button or hit that subscribe button. Until next time, peace.